What are meltdowns? Well, the way I kind of see them is when the brain becomes oversaturated and overstimulated. Meltdowns are one of the most challenging aspects when it comes to having someone with autism, or even just someone who has it has some kind of experience when it comes to those little meltdowns. What are meltdowns? Well, the way I kind of see them is when the brain becomes oversaturated and overstimulated, it becomes what I call overdrive and such, and during this overdrive, it's where a person doesn't really quite know what is right, what is wrong, and they just go, flat out, crazy all over the place. It's just, too much. They don't know what to do, and that's why the brain just goes, in overdrive. So they need some extra help on how to deal with that. So on my dad's case, it was, squeezing me until all the stimulus comes off, so I won't be able to move, and it automatically calms down pretty quick like that. And with mom, pretty much the same thing too, but it was more on the lines of what to do to kind of just avoid that. Something comes up from signs from stimulation, whether it be too much loud noises, or just too much colors all over the place, or sometimes even the stench of a smell is kind of overwhelming. So those are little signs. Sometimes you'll be able to start to move your fingers, move your hands, or doing something to calm yourself down before these meltdowns happen. So that's actually one of the reasons why most people would stim a lot. It's just so that they can calm themselves, so that they can prevent a meltdown from happening. So if you see anything like that, hey, that's their way of trying to solve the solution. And sometimes they may need some extra help. If it's too much for them, then it's okay to ask, hey, is this too much for us? We can definitely call it a break. Let's face it, we all got our own little things that need to be worked on. It's okay if we have some weakness at the moment. Just have to realize them and just do something about them. We're not all strong and perfect on the first few 10 years or so. It's hey, just need some help, and that to me, I think, is one of the biggest ways to help deal with these meltdowns is for someone, if either you can say it or draw it, or tap it onto a tablet, saying that I need some help. Can you help me? And then just say what it is, or even just look around and what it could be that could be having some trouble and such. Proper communication is always key. There's always some way. There's always some unique way of doing it. It doesn't have to be just verbal. It can be any kind of communication, even drawing, because when you draw young, and you keep on going, you'll be doing a great deal in the future when it comes to your art. It all starts with young, and it's kind of amazing when I hear stories of way of communication. It all starts off from being young, and all they want is to be heard, and so they decide to draw. And I thought that to me is just pretty excellent. Even if they're still kind of mute later on in life, there's still a fine way of communicating. People really enjoy your work. I really enjoy what you have to say, or what some things feel to you, and as well as by drawing or any kind of art as well. But back to meltdowns. It's just the communication is always key. Just gotta find what those are, even if it's just sign language and such. I remember that was one of the first things, just by doing hand signals or something like that. I guess there were some times where even when I'm on the stage, doing some performance or entertainment, I like to be a little bit animated too. But I guess that's kind of like back then when I was trying to communicate on certain areas that I just needed to help with. I wasn't really quite the most verbal kid, and there are always those little alternatives, and those alternatives kind of helped me of shaping who I am today.